Hey guys, it's Emily with Usborne Books and More. Wanted to come to you tonight with some of our fact books, aka nonfiction. We'll start with our littlest kiddos. This is our Peek Inside series, which is part of our Lift the Flaps. It's kind of the introduction to our Lift the Flaps. So they do have great little holes and finger trails, all kinds of things for little hands to explore. They are the first introduction to our flap series, so it does have flaps, but a lot of them are much larger, much easier for little fingers to get in and explore. This one is on animal homes. We've got one on the zoo, one on farms, one on dinosaurs. They're a great resource, great big thick board pages. The next step up is our question and answer books. The Lift the Flap First Questions and Answers. There are, I think, 3 books in this series right now. This is What Makes It Rain. We have Why Do Flowers Go, or How Do Flowers Grow, excuse me. And the latest addition to this collection, which I do not own yet, is called What is Poop? So for all of those fun and wonderful questions that you get asked by your toddlers and your preschoolers, you'll have the answers. So this is the next level up, and it's got great information such as how does water get into the sky, and it explains to them on warm sunny days, water in puddles, lakes, and seas heats up and drifts into the sky above. This is called evaporation. So lots of answers, to all those questions that your little ones ask over and over again. We have our first reference book about nature. There's a couple of different ones in these reference book series, and this is the one on nature. So it covers all kinds of things like what is nature, just answering your basic questions, what the year looks like and the seasons, how flowers get pollinated, the food chain, lots of fun information with great illustrations and little chunks of info to give to them. This is our Big Picture Atlas. Love an atlas. We have 2 of them. This is the Big Picture Atlas. We also have a Lift the Flap Atlas, which has those flaps that you've been seeing. This one does not. This one is just basic pages, but it reviews all of the different continents. This is Europe, and it talks about different cities that you'll find in Europe, and little different facts, like in Hungary, people paint eggs at Easter to give as gifts. So lots of really fun information, great for your geography buffs out there. One of my favorite series that Usborne does is the Big Book series. We have several. These are 2 of them. We probably have, I think, 5 or 6. And there are, I think, about 10 of them in the series. One of the very first ones we got was the Big Book of Trains. I have a 3-year-old who's obsessed with trains. The great thing about these books, and I'll try to show you a full view, is that their pages fold out to huge illustrations. They have lots of fun facts, lots of great information to share. I'll show you really quickly the Big Book of the Body, because this is another one, and it is just phenomenal. And I'll show you their favorite pages, of course, since we've just passed Halloween. The skeleton page. There you go. Full skeleton, lots of information. Your skull is shaped like a helmet to protect your brain. Lots of great stuff in all of those books there. As we get a little older, there's the Story of series. There's a story of science, the story of astronomy, and the story of inventions. And this was one of the first ones that I got for my oldest child when I started with Usborne, and he adores it. Lots of stories about how the dishwasher was invented, how the toilet was invented. Sorry, going back to that, but kids love the subject of the toilet. Let's see. Land transportation. Lots of really fun information in that one. One of our newest nonfiction titles is the Timelines of World History, and it is a beautiful book, but it's got lots of fun information, and the thing that I really like most about it is that it's divided up by time period, not by location. So you will see here in the 1800s, it'll tell you what was happening in Europe, what was happening in Africa, what was happening in Asia, and what was happening in America and Australia. So you get a full view of what was happening all around the world during that pertinent period of time. Lots of great facts in there. Probably the book that has really paid for itself the most times over is one of the encyclopedias. We have several encyclopedias. We've got dictionaries, we've got thesauruses, tons of homework helpers, but this is the Usborne Science Encyclopedia, and not only has it helped with homework, but it has fully engaged my children on several occasions, and is just a really great book for those kids who are really interested in different science topics to explore. One of the special things about this book, aside from just having a wealth of amazing information, is that it's got these little QR codes right down there. So those little squares there you can scan with your phone. It'll take you to internet links, which are kind of vetted, safe games and additional videos, more information on whatever topic it is that they're exploring. So if they're done with reading all of this information about the atmosphere and they're really into it and they want to know more, all they have to do is scan that little code. It'll take them and show them a couple more things about that subject. So this, worth its weight in gold. That is just a quick synopsis of some of the things that we've got in the nonfiction realm at Usborne Books and More, and I hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully we'll see you at Emily's Book Nook. Thank you. Bye-bye.